a sacred month, a time when shedding blood is strictly forbidden. But today, the sacrilegious war has begun.
Assalamu Alaykum, brothers. My name is Omar. In the last episode, we talked about the fateful meeting with the monk Bahira. Make sure to check it out. In this video, I'll explain how the bloody Al-Fijar War began, a war that broke all the sacred taboos of ancient Arabia. At 15, this trustworthy youth lived far from the intrigues of the ancient valley. He spent his days in the quiet mountains, working as a simple shepherd. Brothers, imagine this. While the rich elites of the ancient city were drowning in schemes and illusions, the blessed young man was high up in the mountains. Herding sheep is a mandatory school for absolutely all prophets. By working as a simple shepherd, he learned to take responsibility for those who are weaker. It was a quiet preparation for a great mission. But this peace was shattered in a single day. He had barely turned 15, when the echo of someone else's hatred reached even these mountains. The elders of his tribe were rushing toward him.
انتهكت الأشهور الحروم هوازن قمادهمة للحروب سندافع عن مكنه.
Brothers, all of Mecca was on high alert. The Quraysh were hastily gathering their weapons. But who were they up against? The enemy was the powerful Hawazin tribe. This war started because of a single treacherous murder during a sacred month, a time when spilling blood was strictly forbidden. The Hawazin gathered a massive army, thirsty for revenge. Their ranks were filled with fierce desert warriors, and they were marching straight for Mecca to wipe out the Quraysh. No mercy was expected. Brothers, that is how the great clash began. And the noble youth found himself right in the middle of this massive struggle. He didn't kill anyone or spill any blood, but he stood bravely under a hail of blows, defending his family, gathering enemy arrows from the sand and handing them to his uncles so they could fire back. He saw with his own eyes the senseless cruelty of this slaughter. He saw the terrifying chaos that comes from the absence of just laws.
لا خطوة للوراء ألزموا الصفوف.
Brothers, this battle was ruthless. The armies clashed again and again, day after day. At first, the Hawazin tribe had the upper hand, pushing the Meccans back with a massive hail of arrows. But the Quraysh fought to the death, defending their families and their land. And right in the center of this storm was our Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him.
ارفعوا أقواسكم وامطروهم بالسهام.
This war left a deep scar on the history of Mecca and in the heart of our Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him. But it was exactly out of this chaos and lawlessness that the greatest alliance of justice would soon be born.
Brothers, on that day, the Muslims learned the great lesson of Hunain. It is not the number of swords that brings victory, nor the size of the army. Victory is granted only by the Almighty, and arrogance is the first step to defeat. And you know what is most amazing? Allah the Almighty Himself immortalized this battle by revealing specific verses about it in Surah At-Tawbah. Just listen to how the Holy Quran describes this day. Subscribe to the channel. Here we bring great history to life. Assalamu Alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
لقد نصركم الله في مواطن كثيرة ويوم حنين إذ أعجبتكم كثرتكم فلم تغن عنكم شيئا وضاقت عليكم الأرض بما رحبت ثم وليتم مدبرين ثم أنزل الله سكينته على رسوله وعلى المؤمنين وأنزل جنودا لم تروها وعذب الذين كفروا وذلك جزاء الكافرين.